Welcome to this explosive special. So in my guide to Sniper Elite V2, I gave you a few tricks to hopefully show you how to improve your gaming skills. In this video, dedicated to all that goes boom, I focus all of my attention on the art to blow thy enemy to tiny bits. As this is something I personally specialise in, it seems best to make a whole video dedicated to the wonderful brutality that is explosives. There is no shame in being blown up unless you're running around in the enemy spawning area of the map and you happen to set off a tripwire or a landmine. If you play Sniper Elite like a well-known, fast-paced shooter, then I, like many others, will gladly remove your face for you in some vain hope to prove that not all shooting games have the same idiotic run and gun spotlight features. A well-known tip is, you can't set off a landmine or tripwire by crouching. This does slow you down, allowing the enemy more time to see you, but it also stops an opposing team member from getting a cheap kill because you've been a tad clumsy. Switch between looking at the floors as you walk over them and keeping an eye out for anyone hiding nearby. It can be a hard skill to grasp, but a useful one nevertheless. On rare occasion, you can find an enemy just before or after they've set an explosive on the floor. If they've been a bit silly with their choice of placing, you can take the shot, detonate their explosive, and maybe, just maybe, you'll also kill them too. A bonus to detonating set explosives is that you can also set off other explosives if they've been placed too close. Anyway, I've explained how you should not deal with explosive traps, so we'll continue with how you should and the best places to put them. We'll start with tripwires. Tripwires are an easy trap to set up and feature a grenade, wire, and a stick. You should hide the grenade and the stick to cut the chances of it being seen. If you happen to know where your opposition are going to come from, you can put the trap on your side of a doorway, for example. It is also wise to put the grenade somewhere it cannot be shot from a distance, as some players will take full advantage of this and will simply destroy your cunning plan. You can also get very creative with tripwires, like so. You should obviously know what a landmine is, so I'll spare the lecture there. Best thing to do with these bad boys is hide them in rubble or find a dark spot on the floor along a commonly used walkway. An added bonus, if the area is dark and there's rubble scattered all over the room, they are very easy to hide. The more obvious tricks are to place them at the top of stairs or just around a corner. Grenades, as you know, are useful for clearing small rooms, or for throwing over an object someone is hiding behind to kill or flush them out. You can actually use walls to your advantage here. Try throwing a grenade at a wall or a window to bounce it to where you'd like it to land. Many players don't know that the German stick grenade has a longer range than the F1 grenade. Is one or the other more powerful? I can't just give you all my secrets. And finally, the most bastardly piece of pure trolling equipment you can carry. Dynamite. In my experience, to find someone using dynamite in Sniper Elite V2 is very rare. To find someone using dynamite effectively will be a day to behold, although I almost fear this guide might change that. I personally use dynamite simply because I see almost nobody else use it. A good way to use dynamite is to place it near a commonly used walkway, retreat to a safe distance, which will be quite far away, where you can also see the dynamite and wait for a poor victim, or victims, to come close and simply shoot. There is another way to use dynamite, which is fairly obvious, but that is a secret for me and the WKV to keep. This might be the last guide I do on Sniper Elite, as I do not wish to give away all of my secrets. I'm sure there will be others in the community, and Rebellion of course, who will thank me all the same. I do thank you for your time to watch these videos that I've made, and I truly hope that you can take away the information I share to help you help yourself. But as a final piece of advice, I would like to give to all players, good or bad, hardcore or relaxed. When you play online, you play as a team. No single person can change the tide of battle unless all of his or her teammates come together. Look out for each other, and please do not abuse each other. And finally, don't be a total twat.